50 years ago on Palm Sunday, when tornadoes blew through Elkhart County, the Dunlap area saw the most extensive loss of life and of property. Today, the Elkhart County Historical Museum opened up an exhibit that commemorates the anniversary. WSBT-22's Ed Ernstis was there as it was unveiled.
The exhibit at the County Historical Museum in Bristol drew impressive crowds on opening day. Those who came included some who survived the twisters, some who lost friends, family, or relatives in the storm, or knew some who did. The Palm Sunday tornadoes are best remembered by this photograph taken by then Elkhart Truth photographer Paul Huffman, who passed away last November. Diane Martin was 9 when it hit near Dunlap.
We went downstairs in the basement when the tornado warnings went off. We were just starting to go down the stairs when I heard it go overhead, and it does sound like a freight train. I'll never forget that.
Kim Stickle was just 4 living in the Sunnyside subdivision in Dunlap.
We went for cover and everything, and our neighbors all pretty much got it, you know, leveled all their places. So I had a lot of friends and people knew that was affected.
Curator Patrick McGuire helped put the display together.
One of the things I've noticed is that when we speak to people or people share their memories, they don't cry, but you can still see that the emotion is there.
The severe weather that tore through the area that day destroyed the Midway Trailer Court, the Sunnyside subdivision, and the Midway truck stop, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. In all, more than 400 homes were destroyed, 60 people killed, and 1,500 were injured. Betty Huffman was with her husband Paul, who took this memorable photo 50 years ago. They were in a car on US 33. She looked out the window and said she saw what looked like a huge cloud of smoke.
He looked over there and he says, "That isn't smoke, that's a tornado." So he pulled off the side of the road. And that's when he got out and started snapping pictures.
She says her husband didn't know what he had until he developed the film. Now we all know and remember the destruction of that day, thanks not only to the photo, but this newly opened exhibit, which will remain available through the year at the Elkhart County Historical Museum in Bristol. Ed Ernstis, WSBT 22 News.
And back in 1965, when those tornadoes hit, Palm Sunday actually fell on April 11th. So coming up on that date this year here on WSBT 22, we will be airing a commercial-free half-hour special at 7:30 p.m. Here's a brief preview of Palm Sunday tornadoes 50 years later.
I was cooking chicken in my backyard on my grill, and all of a sudden the wind come up real strong. And
it was just real eerie, still, and quiet, and then all of a sudden everything just went to pieces.
I heard on the news that there was a tornado had hit Midway Trailer Court, then the Sunnyside Edition.
Because tornadoes was hitting every place that day. When it all passed over, then we went up because we lived there and we wanted to see if there was anything left. And of course, my dad and brother was there. But it just flattened everything.
Walking in and out of the hospital, and I kept seeing the little babies that were in the hospital that had been hurt. I thought, you know, where are their moms and dads, and how are we going to reunite them with it?
You know, he was going frantic, trying to find family people and see if you had anything left.
Once again, that half-hour special coming up on Saturday, April 11th at 7:30 p.m. right here on WSBT 22.